Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the 5D Spiritual Quest, the podcast where we talk about the 5D new human, manifesting our new earth right now. Breathe in, you feel it, it's in here, right? The new earth, the new human, it's a vibrational frequency of love and light. That's who you are. You are life itself. If you're a human being, you can feel it pumping in your chest. Deep breath in, you'll feel your heart beating. That's who you are. You are life itself. That's the 5D new human. Nothing to be afraid of. Nothing mystical, mysterious, or somehow way out there. No, this is just simple frequency. You know that you're a human being. Right now, our world is in an exciting place. There is just so much happening. There are so many frequencies just going crazy all around us. And you can feel it. You can feel it in here because it's a frequency. So one of the ways that we find peace with our frequency is we come to this realization that this love and light vibrational frequency is who I am. I can feel the life force of my own heart pumping in my chest. I am alive. Feel that. You are alive. That frequency, that love and light frequency that's pulsing through your heart, it's also known as life force. It's God's spirit. It's Holy Spirit. It's energy. It's a frequency. And you can feel that frequency. And in the Bible, there's conversations about the two types of frequencies. The fruitage of the spirit, when we're vibing in harmony with love and light and joy and peace and goodness and kindness, right? Those are positive vibrational frequencies, and you're always safe and you're always comfortable in those vibrational frequencies. So right now, the goal and the objective of the new human is to find this place inside, because in here is the new earth. This is the 5D new human manifesting a new earth, because the new earth is in here, and it's not a new physical planet. It's a 5D perception. It's a new perception because you live your life from in here. You realize that you are, in fact, a human being. You're the new human because now you're vibrating in love and light, and you recognize that. The Bible also talks about the fruitage of the world, or the fruitage of darkness. That's fear. That's worry. That's anxiety. That's stress, right? Those are low vibe frequencies. Well, you can feel those frequencies too, because all of those frequencies and every one of these frequency bands are within our frequency field. We can resonate with them. We can feel them. That's the new human. That's the 5D vibrational frequency. So there's nothing mysterious about this. There are other words for it. You can call it consciousness, right? We call it spiritual quest, spiritual clairvoyance, spiritual hearing, spiritual sensing. You know, we have these internal frequencies, right? Not only our five senses, but we also have imagination and intuition, right? And thinking ability and contemplation. There are so many frequencies that are all around us. 5D new human is you just come to the frequency of love and light, and you feel it in here as joy, as happiness. Where do you belong? What is it that you love to do? That's your 5D vibrational frequency. That's the new human love and light vibrational frequency. And by the way, that's the new currency of the new earth. The currency in the new earth, the spend that we have, our resource is love and light. And the more we invest our love and light, the more that manifests back at us, the more that manifests back to us, that same frequency, that love and light. So right now, there's a whole bunch of us, and it's growing by the day, that are beginning to recognize this love and light frequency. We're feeling it in ourselves, and we're beginning to see it in others. So we are doing what we're calling the mirror looping of the love and light frequency. When you see something positive, you comment, you like it, you reflect it, You mirror loop it. Send that love back to the person who sent that message. Acknowledge that frequency. Let's echo that frequency. Let's magnify that frequency, right? Let's amplify that frequency. That's the new human. That's the 5D new human. Are you a 5D new human? You are invited right here. This is what we talk about on my podcast, on this podcast, because I am a 5D new human. If you want to talk to a 5D new human, there's an email on my channel. Send an email. You want to talk on the phone? Let's talk. Are you interested in 5D? Are you resonating in 5D? Are you curious about 5D? Are you afraid of 5D? What is it the frequency that this whole conversation resonates within you? This particular podcast is not really for the masses. Very few people, like less than 1% of humanity, is vibing in 5D, right? But if you are a new human, you know it. Like, you just know it. You know it crystal clear right now. Are you at 5D? You probably are. You're here. If you're curious, you're real close, right? The fact that you're here and you're listening shows that that frequency is beginning to resonate with you. You're seeing it around you. Number one, you can feel it, the love and light, and that feels amazing. Share that, like that, reflect that, mirror loop that love and light with everything and everybody in your life. If you're not feeling that amazing, right, you may be seeing with the 5D perception, you're seeing and sensing and you're resonating all these frequencies. But because you're not vibing in the high vibe love and light frequency where you're watching it all, sometimes we're still down here. We're seeing the light because the light is just so intense and everything is falling apart. Everything is coming undone. That's the fear down here. Those are dense frequencies, but the frequency of fear, of depression, of anxiety, of worry, of stress, of overwhelmed, right, of exhausted, right? These are just dense frequencies, and that's all they are frequencies. So choose which frequency you want to be. Choose the frequency that you want to reside in. What is the frequency you want in your community? What is the frequency you want amongst your friends? What is the frequency you want in your life? That's a choice. Right now, that's a choice. And the chaos is only going to continue. It's only going to get louder and louder and crazier to those clutching and those still in the low density fear frequencies. Come to 5D, rise above it, get your love and light frequency, resonate that frequency, mirror loop this love and light frequency. It's an endless loop, the yin yang of love and light. We just experience it internally. We reflect it externally. We live from the inside out. Jesus said, let your light shine. You don't put a light on and cover it under a basket. We're all hiding our little light in our closet for fear that somebody may see that we're in the light. No. 5D humans, we're letting our light shine. We're putting our names, we're putting our faces, we're putting our energies out to the universe. Find those who are putting their love and light energies out to the universe. Support them. Support them how? With your love and light. Comment, like, share, right? Make the connection. Donate your time. Donate your money. Donate your skill sets. Give of your love and light. And you do so out of the love frequency. You do so out of the caring, out of the love, out of the generosity, right? Not out of guilt. You can't buy your way into the kingdom of God, although many churches may make you believe that. If you buy our program, if you subscribe to our channel, you can discover, you can get access to the inside. No, you share your money and you share your resources with those who are reflecting light. And you can feel that frequency, right? And there are people in every walk of life that vibrate in love and light. It's not a path. It's not an ideology. It's not a religion. It's not a concept, right? It's a frequency. You know the frequency. You know the frequency. You know in here what feels right. You know in here what feels good. You know in here where you belong. That's the 5D new human frequency. Vibing in this new human frequency is in here. We live from in here, and this is our new earth. we see a whole new world because it's a perception. It's the 5D perception. Are you at 5D yet? You're invited. This is what this podcast is about, and I welcome you. I welcome you to keep listening. I welcome you to contemplate these. I welcome you to feel it. I welcome you to go inside and discover this frequency. Some people freak out. Oh, well, this is all that new age stuff. This is a little too new age. This is too a little hippy dippy weirdo. Okay, what's the frequency, right? So someone says, well, I'm not in 5D because I don't agree with those 5Ds. I'm not into Christ consciousness because I don't agree with Christ consciousness. Well, whatever it is that you don't agree with, just feel the frequency of not agreeing. Come to 5D and you know that love and light is a frequency. And when you're in God frequency, the purest love and light frequency, call it Christ consciousness, call it 5D perception, call it Buddha consciousness, call it the awareness, call it universal mind, universal awareness, universal energy, universal consciousness. The words are irrelevant. It's a frequency. It's a frequency. And the minute you reject any frequency, you create dissonance. So stay high vibe, stay in the love and light. If we just dance in the love and light, we dance in that frequency, and that frequency begins to manifest collectively. That will be our collective new earth experience. Individually, as human beings, we have our little ego avatar and we get to play the game of life. And in the game of life, there's going to be a degree of suffering, There's going to be a degree of pain, right? My toilet backed up. And so I had to get the plumber to come out. And then he goes to dig it out and he discovers that there's roots growing in my drainage system. Okay, well, that's kind of depressing. Now they got to go out and they can't roto-rooter it. And fortunately, when it backed up into my shower area, the water did, so it didn't end up all over the floor. But nonetheless, that caused me suffering. That caused me stress. It caused me anxiety. I had to get this fixed, right? I had to take days off work. I had to make sure that all this stuff got done. That's part of my experience, and those things are not going away. We're not going to be in a new planet. Like, we're still going to have the experience of being a human being and interacting in the game of life. The difference is, that's not our collective universal consciousness. Our collective universal spirit is going to be love and light. That's the new human. That's the new earth that we're all residing in. Mirror loot that. Find that space in you and mirror loot that. And when you discover that you find your own darkness because your toilet backs up, or you get a flat tire on the way to work, or whatever it is that causes you in your little world distress, those are part of our experience. That actually adds to the excitement and the enthusiasm in life. And when that does happen, what do? We call a friend, right? We call somebody, right? If we've got lots of money, we just call the plumber. We say, come on out and fix it, right? But if you don't have money and all of a sudden you've got to get this thing fixed, what are you doing? You're going out with your love and light in your hand, and you're going to look for those who want to give you their love and light back to you by providing you help, by providing you with the resources, by providing you with the tools necessary to solve your problem. That's the new human vibrational frequency. That is the love and light. That's the currency that we're bringing. So the currency that you own, the currency of the new human, you own being love and light. So don't be bitter. Don't be angry. Don't be protesting. Don't be miserable. Don't be challenging. Don't be arguing. Don't be resisting. Don't be saying no. And that's not my frequency. Well, I don't agree with those words. Just feel the frequency. Because the person who's a Christian, who feels the frequency of Christ consciousness, they do that in purity. Charlie Kirk, right? Whether you agree with him or not, he was vibrating out of pure love and light from his perception as a human being. The Buddha did the same thing. Martin Luther King, right? Another world leader, spiritual man, flaws for sure, but he vibrated in a frequency of love and light, right? Find the love and light in everything and in everybody. John, how in the world do you find love and light with people who are trafficking girls into sex slavery? You don't, right? You vibe beyond that. You discover those who are in that place, they're in a dystopian, dark, dense, spiritual vibrational frequency. I don't belong there. If in my journey as a human being, and if in my life I come across that and I come into that frequency, I need to interact with that frequency from my own love and light. How will that manifest? Who knows? We manifest it at the moment, right? How do we judge our own vibrational frequency? It's judged on love and light, and we are the judge. We are the judge of our own experience. We are the awareness. We are the awareness watching. And everything that we watch is also us. That's also the vibrational frequency of love and light, or the lack thereof. So in 5D, we become mindful, we become aware of the frequencies, and we vibe in the frequencies of love and light, and we bring that love and light frequency into our experience. We mirror loop that love and light frequency with everybody that we interact with. And that light is becoming brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter and stronger and stronger. And this is the new earth. And it's a perception that we live from. It's an experience that we have. And we do not stop. We do not stop the low frequencies. We do not stop the people who are in the dense depression or they're angry. None of those things. We love them. We love them all. We love them. And that's the frequency that we can bring. And that frequency of love, we judge it based on our own internal inner compass. Call it the spiritual quest. Call it God force. Call it Holy Spirit, right? What spirit do you want to resonate with? What frequency are you manifesting? What frequency are you echoing? What frequency are you magnifying? This is the position that we're in right now as humanity, right? We're in this place where there's two paths to go. The path of love and light, those of us on the 5D vibrational frequency, manifesting our new earth and experiencing a whole new earth, a whole new world. And you're invited to get on this 5D frequency train. If you hate this, you resist this, I'm not going to get into that. Hey, that nonsense. That's 5D. That's all just voodoo, new age bullshit. Okay. How does that feel? How does that feel when you say, I'm going to reject love and light? Like, how does that feel? Does that feel good? Like when you shut down, or when you shut the door in the face of a person who's trying to come to you with love and light. How does that make us feel? How does that make you feel when you say, well, no, that's not my thing. No. I'm a Christian. I don't deal with Buddhism. That's mysticism. Oh my God, that's meditation. That's inviting in the demons. Those are words that are dense frequencies. So either you're afraid of it, so you create fear of what meditation might be, right? That it's demonic, right? Or you create this indignation and you feel as if I need to go to war and I need to fight against this. Love and light is not war. Love and light is a frequency. We know the frequency. We've got a choice of frequencies right now, and it's palpable. It's palpable. And right now, John Weber on this podcast is promoting the 5D love and light frequency. And I'm inviting you to join in. I'm inviting you to mirror loop this frequency within your own communities. And if you're a 5D personality, if you know that you're a 5D human and you have a role to play, and you know because you cannot resist doing it. It's like you have to take this action because it's coming from your higher being. It's coming from source itself. And yes, Source right now is channeling through John Weber, coming up and pushing out this new love and light understanding. And we're sharing it with you, and we're sharing with everybody else who wants to be part of this 5D new human, this 5D new human movement. It's a frequency. Do you feel love and light? Do you feel good about this? You say, well, I don't really want to be a part of this. No, this isn't for me. Okay. Well, if it's not for you, just 5 and 5D and love us enough to say, I love the love and light. I love the message. I love the frequency. Everything is a frequency. Everything is frequency. And when you're in the God frequency, the 5D love and light frequency, the Christ consciousness frequency, the Buddha consciousness frequency, the universal mind frequency, the stability of that frequency is above the densities that go down here. So we live above it. We're not affected by the frequencies, by those denser frequencies. They just don't vibe with us. I don't want to give my attention to those dense, dark frequencies. And when we collectively divorce ourselves from those frequencies, those things will die. Those things will no longer manifest in our reality. They will no longer manifest as part of our experience because we're having a collective experience. We are mirror looping a collective experience of love and light. We invite you to join us in this. We invite you to put your name, to put your project, to put in your artwork, to put in your music, to put in your business, add the 5D next to your name, because this is the class that you choose to graduate from. This is the degree that you choose to adopt. I am a 5D new human. Are you at 5D yet? You are invited. And the answer to, are you a 5D new human? The answer is yes, I am. Are you creating the new earth? Yes, I am. How are you creating this new earth? With my abundant, overflowing bank account of love and light. Because I am connected through my heart, the umbilical cord, to source energy, which is God, love, and light. That is an unlimited, undrainable resource that we could never, ever, ever consume. How much breathing can you do? No matter how heavy you breathe, no matter how intense you breathe, you will never consume the oxygen. The oxygen is abundance. That's what love and light is. That's our new human vibrational frequency of love and light. That's the currency of the new earth. That's the currency that we're spending, and that's the currency that we're sharing with one another. And that manifests in a bunch of different ways, right? That manifests in our donating our services. It manifests in our donating our thought processes. We write our ideas. We write our books. We create our music. We create our artwork. We create our relationships. We interact with one another. We find the love and light everywhere around us, and we comment on it. We reflect it. We thank it. We show gratitude for it. We amplify that 5D new human frequency. That's the new earth. Do you want to be in the new earth? Do you want to be in 5D? Do you want to be a new human loving life? That's what we're doing here. We invite you to join us. We invite you, number one, you can create your own channel, create your own 5D channel. Just promote our videos, right? We've got all these little 1 to 2 minute videos that talk about 5D. Are you at 5D yet? This is the 5D, and you see the pictures of the smiling faces. Just feel the frequency there. Share that frequency. Start those conversations. Create that TikTok channel. Create that Instagram. Create that Facebook. Right? Create that X channel. Wherever it is that you have influence, wherever it is that you want to have influence, whatever it is that you can do to promote this love and light frequency, you can take that action. And it begins with, are you at 5D yet? And the answer is, yes, I am. Are you a new human creating new earth? Yes, I am. How are you doing that? I am investing my unlimited currency of love and light. And that currency, with the more you invest your love and light, the more you invest that out, and the more directions that you put that out, you create all these multiple streams of ROI, of love and light. And the value of that investment is influence. You've got the chance with your love and light frequency to help others, to those who are suffering. You don't have to go down and suffer with them. You just come up to the love and light and you hold that frequency. We embody this love and light frequency. We become this frequency. We become a beacon. We become something strong. We are a lighthouse in a storm. People can see upon us. They come to us and our light does not diminish. Our lights are on. The doors are open and the lights are on. And we're not shutting them off. And if anything, we're increasing them. And you are invited to join us. You are invited to reflect this light. You take your own love and light and you reflect it out. You take your own love and light and you reflect it out. How do you find that love and light? First, you see it in others. First, you see it in those who are taking the lead. You see other 5D humans daring to stand up front and say, I am love and light, while everyone else thinks, oh my God, what a kook. What a weirdo. This guy's insane. What the hell? This is some woo-woo voodoo thing. What the hell does this guy know? He knows nothing. This guy knows nothing. Whoever this is, who's this, right? So this is John Weber, this is me, and this is my whatever, right? And even if I have a 15 master's degree and I've passed every single course in the universe, I'm only a frequency. I'm only a frequency, and I get to choose to be the frequency that I want. I'm choosing 5D new human vibrational frequency of love and light. That's the frequency of God. That's the God frequency. That is who I am. That is who you are. That is the frequency that runs through us. You are God. You are God. You are that frequency of source energy. You are that love and light frequency. Don't resist it. Acknowledge it. Show faith. As the Bible says, nothing can separate you from the love of God, because that is your life frequency. And so the only thing that can separate you from that is doubting it. Just vibe in 5D. And when you truly resonate in the 5D and you truly come to feel this frequency and to reside in this frequency, and you realize that your trunk, your heart is your umbilical cord to source, you realize that that source frequency is flowing in every single thing that's happening in the world around you. But the world around you is not external. The world around you is within you. So I get to have when I look up at the sky and I see the clouds moving, I interact with that frequency. I can see those clouds. I can see storm clouds on the horizon. I can see sunny skies on the horizon, and I can see and I can resonate with what I'm seeing and what I'm sensing, and I can adapt and I can accommodate and I can adjust myself in preparation for the frequencies that I'm resonating with. I can feel those frequencies. And right now there's a lot of storm clouds. There's a lot of false flags. There's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of disinformation. There's a lot of malinformation. There's a lot of unethical characters. There's so much out there of deception and deceiving. Come to 5D and vibe in love and light, and you know, like you just know in here, you can feel whether or not you can trust somebody. You can feel whether or not a person is genuine or not, right? You can't fake love and light. You can't fake being in the frequency. Once you're there, when you're in the frequency, you know those who are in the frequency. And you can tell even as you're interacting with those in the frequency, we all have our own unique flavor in love and light, right? So I'm an American and I grew up in America. We're Western civilization. We have cultures, customs. We have our own stream of existence, right? We have our dance steps. We have our rhythm. We have our cadence. We have what we do, right? And we live in that love and light frequency, which is totally different than some person who grew up in South Africa in an African tribe that has their own dance frequencies in their own cadence, right? And their own frequencies. But love and light is the same. Love and light is the same. If you're sitting with another human being, even if you don't have the language to communicate, there's a frequency of love and light. There's a cadence to it. There's an understanding. There's a knowing, and that knowing is the frequency of 5D. That's what we talk about right here on this podcast. That's what I'm talking about right now. I hope this isn't interesting you. I hope you're finding interest in this. I hope you're finding curiosity in this. More than that, I hope you're feeling it and vibrating in this love and light frequency. Find it. It's amazing. Once you find it, you don't ever want to leave. That's why you don't want to watch the news programs any longer. You don't want to watch the drama. You don't want to watch the debates. You don't want to watch the arguments. We don't need those. We just vibe in 5D. And this frequency, this high vibe, love and light frequency, it's the new earth. It's right here, right now, and we get to experience that way because everything that's happening in the world around you, and it's been this way since the day you took your first breath, it exists without you. The only thing that you get to do is be aware of it. You can be aware of it, and you can choose what you put your focus on. How do you put your focus on it? You vibrate in that frequency. So someone says, oh, this person cheated me. You can feel the vibration of a person who feels that they've been cheated, and you can feel their desire for revenge or their desire for accountability, right? Their desire for justice, right? But that's a frequency. That's a tense frequency. I don't need to vibe in that frequency, right? I don't need to grasp that frequency. I don't need to vibe in that frequency. I can vibe out of that frequency and love those who are sorting those things out and let them sort it out and love no matter where they are, no matter how that particular drama unfolds. I just stay out of it, right? If you find yourself in the situation where it's you that's being mistreated, it's you that's being assaulted, it's you as an individual having your own experience of suffering, that's something that you need to deal with. And that's where you reach out with your own love and light frequency and you put your hands open and you roll over and you look for help and you look for salvation. You look for assistance. You look for those who are willing to come to your aid. And you know who's willing to come to your aid? Love and light. The God frequency. It's God who's going to show up. It's God who's going to show up. And the person who's going to show up because they have an answer, but they want to charge you for it. Feel the density in that? The new frequency and the new currency of this new earth is love and light. And we give from our own abundant oversupply of love and light. That's the bank account that's overflowing. You realize you have it. You realize that you are a 5D new human because you're still here with us. Know that I love you. Truly, I do. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for reaching out. Those who haven't, you can find an email on our YouTube channel. Send an email. Point yourself out. Invite us in. Send us your 5D material. Let's mirror loop one another. Let's make this 5D new human frequency become a wave that overthrows, that overflows all of humanity. Are you at 5D yet? You're invited. That's what this movement is about. That's what this podcast is about. That's what the new human vibrational frequency is. That's the new earth. It's in here. It's love and light, and you're invited. Thank you so much. We appreciate your spirit. Know that you're loved. The Spiritual Quest.